precipice. As expected, y'all forgot the power my electric is. Stand correct.
Right alongside the side of so many great games, Brock. The old Astrodome. We're hoping to see a great game played here inside of this venue. Opened back in 2002 and bearing the same name now that it did back then, Reliance Stadium here in Houston. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. A couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that gives Houston the first down.
Okay, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL, Kate. But I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. They did a week ago with this guy, and he's off to an excellent start.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dax Hill up for the stop.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. Third down. Here's Stroud. Looking over the middle, that's Knoll. And they're going to take him down just short of that marker in that range. Might we see them go for this fourth down?
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
It's a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Right to the air, Burrow. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. Oh, he was happy to take a backseat in favor of getting the win last week, Brock. But we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce, you're going to get more touches.
Burrow to pass now on 2nd down. Has it downfield, working the left. He's hit and taken down after a 27-yard gain. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Defenders closing in, and they're going to get home here, and they drop him at the 40. Janelle Hunter. And that means it is now 4th and 12. Having McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
McPherson to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. It looks like he picks up around 3 before this takes him out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking the profit. Go get a completion or a premium in this league.
A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. Gets it to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Burrow on the play action. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me this, always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You
Yeah.
got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Exactly 1 minute to work with in this opening quarter. Here he goes, third and long. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. Here's Hunter again. And now it is 4th and 17. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Here's a give to Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Montgomery. They'll cobble together a yard there. The Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
He was taken down by Boye Mafe. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down. Now it's Stroud. And they get to him, and they're going to take him down. So that is how our first quarter is going to end. A little boost of momentum there for the defense at the end of 1. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. This will be grabbed at the 5. And finally, they're able to corral him, but not before he gets a hefty amount on that return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And with good awareness, he slides down just ahead of that first down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
The second down throw from Burrow. And this throw is going to be incomplete. Third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Now Burrow. This connects with Higgins. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
Burrow on second down. Forced out to his right. This one taken in by Chase. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bengals have a first down. Trying it right side with Piron. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Bengals.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again. And not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Things going well so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. Jonathan Allen. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
The 25-yard line.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More just ahead from Reliance Stadium. Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. After the sack, Stroud. And this is incomplete. Had it for a second, but the hit broke up the catch, and now it's third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Stroud now. The right side, Noel has it. And they're going to bring him down after a bunch of yards, but didn't pick up the first. They're well short of it. It's fourth down.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Stroud's going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. To the air now. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, denies the first down.
And motion the tight end over. Third and long for him here. Gets this one away in the nick of time, but the defense still quick enough to alter that throw. It's incomplete, and now it's fourth down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
A 59-yard attempt.
It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And they are unable to double their lead.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
That's caught by Montgomery. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. Second down. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance at a stand here with 3rd and 1. Houston calls it second timeout. Bengals going dime here. 6 DBs out there, 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. Working and finally forced to that sideline. So call that a gain of about 28. And that gives the Texans a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And he gets home. Touchdown, Texans. That's David Montgomery. That's his 2nd of the year. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They jump ahead by 4. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. It's another one for Anderson. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Burrow back to throw. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
It's a gain of 56 yards.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So if we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
Right 80, 12.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Escapes the pocket. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And too much on this one. As that reaches the end zone, it just keeps on going. Incomplete, and wins its 3rd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing is Burrow. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Burrow setting the throw. And this one is launched downfield. They connect on the deep shot. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And this one will clear the end zone. No surprise to any of us, right, with the kick moved up, but it only is going to come out to the 20 on that touchback. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. You get in on the ground here with Montgomery. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of game.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that is a Texans first down. Talk about clutch time to come through with a big run there, huh, Brock? You never want to go 3 and out from your own side of the field.
Now, you know what those big guys like at the line of scrimmage, too? They like a chunky run. They don't mind being chunky themselves, and that one moved the chains.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. To the air, Stroud. Collins got it left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throwing is Stroud. No luck. That's incomplete, and that means it is 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Burrow. On the move, hit it right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. And that's just a good call there. Not the type of lead or the down where you should be forcing anything. So, good call there to just get rid of it.
Yeah, this is called game management, right?
Yeah.
People get this bad perception of a game manager. He's a game manager. You should be a good game manager. And make sure you throw it away if nothing is there.
Throw to pass now on 2nd down. Caught for a moment, but the hit knocks that out. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Well, they got to him, and they take him down. He did get the throw away, so no sacking this. Will still be 4th down coming up. They're out now, ready to punch it. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
And 9.
2nd down throw for Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained. And they got that 1st down too.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, here's Stroud. Completed to his running back. Getting close, and a hit will force him to that sideline. But not before he picked up 24. And that gives Houston the 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds Montgomery on the drop down. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the final minute of our third quarter. Working inside the red zone. Catch made. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a 4-yard score. The extra point is good by Fairbairn. And they jump ahead by 4.
Texans 21, Bengals 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And have him gain up about a handful there. That's Sheldon Rankins in on the stop. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. He's got Gesicki complete. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's going to be good for a Bengals first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
12.
On first down, here's Burrow. Escapes out to the left. Corner to Mari Lassiter. And it's going to be 2nd and 16 now coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Throwing on second, Burrow. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I feel if the distance were shorter here, Kate, I think there'd be more of a decision to be made and maybe must-go territory. But this far behind the sticks, to me, you got to punt it right here.
He takes it at the 4. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Running left, it's Montgomery. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Gosh, this is going to be so demoralizing, Brock, to know that this offense probably just going to pound the rock from here on out, and you can't really do a thing to stop them.
That's what they're hoping for, and that's really what all those body blows through the first 3 quarters should pay these kind of dividends when it matters the most.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That's caught by Montgomery. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Give up the gut to Montgomery. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down. A few outcomes better than that for an offense protecting a lead in this fourth quarter.
Can I be honest with you for a second, Kate?
Please do, yeah.
I think a lot of my negative grades in the run game was because in moments like this, I wanted to watch the action. I didn't want to carry out my fake. I wanted to see that kind of movement at the line of scrimmage. That was awesome.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Defense gets to him, shoves him out, gain of about 16 before they did so. And that gives the Texans a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. A lot of space ahead. He brushed him off with ease. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. Touchdown, Houston! Dalton Schultz. First a return scored. Now he's got a receiving one, too. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Sent right down the middle and good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
28. Bengals 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10. Burrow. That throw behind his intended target.
Just continuing to add to some film that's going to be a little bit hard to watch. This guy, you typically don't see completion percentage numbers like this. Very, very accurate guy. Not today. He's going to have to figure out why.
A second down throw from Burrow. Buys time, rolling right. Winds up and chucks this deep right. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's third down.
One score is just, well, it's not going to be enough. I think we can look at the scoreboard and know that. So the pace is going to pick up, and I think you're going to see more and more of those shots deep down the field, Kate.
Air it out on third. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's fourth down.
Sometimes I scratch my head with fourth down decisions. Not here. This is four down territory for them, regardless of how much time left or where they're at on the field. You're down 2 scores. They've got to find 2 more possessions in this drive. It's got to end in points. It's got to end in a hurry.
And they're staying out there. They had to go for that one, Brock, and they find a way to convert.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. Dose of the hurry up here.
Second and 5 at the Texans' 48-yard line.
Burrow on second down. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. Bengals trailing by 11. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Slot man motioned over. From the red zone on first. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet.
Touchdown,
Well, they
Cincinnati.
definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Montgomery now up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. Defense gets to him, shoves him out, gaining about 16 before they did so. And that gives Houston the first down.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Montgomery. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. They're going to pass it here. It's his running back. Looks like about 7 on the completion before he headed out of bounds. Third down coming up.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd and 3 in front of him now after that completion got him 7. Setting up to pass. And they come up empty on that third down. Would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. Here he is to throw. Throw is caught by the back. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! That's David Montgomery. He's second in this game, matching his total from last week. Fairbairn now for the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. That makes this a 10-point game.
Texans 35, Bengals 25. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Good news there is he got the ball out of his hands and did not take the sack. The bad news is he's got to collect himself, regroup after that big hit, and make sure they find a way to execute.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Tight end going in motion here. For the pass now on 2nd down. Higgins downfield, and he has it. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Burrow. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just second down.
I get it. The odds will tell you this game is likely over already, but if there's any chance left for them at all, it's going to require a score and score in a hurry.
Look is there, but so is the defender. That hit forces the drop. That's going to bring up third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. To throw. Making the call himself. Look at him improvise this ahead. And they get the completion, but not the yardage. He is out right where that play started. And it's fourth down.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on third down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Put the body on the line for his team. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kayvon Merriweather making the play.
You know what this is, kid? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
So it's a win for the Texans. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans.